show you a quick and easy way to make these scrunched flowers. So we're going to first take the pansy punch and we're going to punch out a bunch of them. You're going to need 2 whites and 1 color for each flower. For the inside of the flower, you're going to need 2 petite flowers in white and 1 in the color. So all I'm going to do is just spritz all of them, and I want to get them nice and wet. Just be very careful because once they get wet, they tear easily, so you want to be careful. So just leave that bottle out. You may need it again soon. So I'm going to show you the small ones first. So basically, you're just going to push down in the center with your nail, and then you're going to gather up all of the petals and then squash it with your finger. So just to show you again, I'm going to take 1. I'm going to just poke it in the center and then just scrunch all of those to the middle and squeeze. Now, for the larger flower, what I'm going to do is put my finger in the center and I'm going to pinch this and push toward the center. And I'm going to do that to all of the petals. So I'm just pinching and pushing. And then when I get them all scrunched, I'm going to just scrunch them up like that. Okay, I'm going to show you one more time. You're going to put your finger in the center. You're going to squeeze and push in. Squeeze and push in. Squeeze and push in. And just be careful because you can see it does tear a little bit. Once you get them all squeezed, you're going to just scrunch them toward the center. You're not going to ball them together like this because you want this flower to lay kind of flat. Once you have it like that, you're going to put it aside to dry or hit it with your heat gun. Okay, so once you have them all scrunched, you're going to spread them out, but there's still water all over my craft sheet, so I'm going to clean that up a little bit, and then I'm going to just spread them out. Now this is Stampin' Up! Cardstock, which is dyed all the way through, so that even if it tears a little bit, it's still the same color, so you want to use a cardstock that is dyed all the way through. I'm going to spread these out and then I'm going to just let them dry. You can hit them with your heat gun if you're impatient. Okay, so now that your flowers are dry, you're going to get some mini brads. These are the silver mini brads. And what you're going to do is take first a white one, and they're kind of scrunched together, so you can gently pry them as open as you'd like them to be. And what you're going to be doing is alternating the petals. So in this little space here, you're going to put this one, and then you're going to put another white one on top. And I like to pick the ones that are the most scrunched for the tops. So that's going to give me this so far. Now what I like to do is once I have this done, I'm going to just find the center and I'm going to punch a hole in it with my paper piercer. I'm going to put that aside, and now you're going to find 2 small ones and you're going to open them up a little bit, and you're going to layer those on top of each other in the same way, and I'm going to punch a hole in the bottom of those. And while they're on my paper piercer, I'm going to go back to that and I'm going to pick up those pieces, and then I'm going to squeeze them together and hold them because I want those little holes to line up so that this is easier. You're going to take a brad and you're going to just push it through, and it's barely going to fit through. So you're going to squeeze these together so that the brad legs show up in the back, and I use my paper piercer to spread them apart. And then you're going to come in and you're going to re-scrunch the center here. Now what I like to do is I like to put a little pearl in there, but I don't do it until later, and only if the little silver brad's not covered up. So it looks like this one is going to be covered up. I'm going to just squash everything toward the center, and you can relocate those little legs if you have to. So that's kind of 2 different versions. This is a little more open, that's a little more closed. And that's your paper flower for today. If you have any questions for me, I'm Kathy at stampsandscrapbooks.com.